Good afternoon. My name is Alan Koh. Today's wellness talk is on how energy medicine improves this medical condition called asthma. Asthma is an inflammatory disorder and also an allergy disorder. And wherever there's inflammation, a very handy energy medicine does wonders, and that's called far infrared energy potentials. Now, this particular treatment of far infrared, when you shine it against the inflammatory area, as the lungs could be quite inflamed in this case, then the inflammation will be reduced, and some of the symptoms like coughing, shortness of breath, chest tightness could be reduced. Being an allergy condition, we must also strengthen the immune cells. Magnetic field does the biophysical pathway to improve our immune cells from the wavelength bioresonance vibration treatment, and electric energy treatment does the absorption of oxygen and nutrients and the detox of those lung cells, and therefore this is the biochemical pathway of improving asthma. So really supporting the body's metabolic processes of repair and recovery, as in this case against asthma, and utilizing natural energy treatment could be a very, very good proposition. Also, during an asthmatic attack, as it says on the screen, the muscles of the airways become tight, and the lining of the air passages tend to swell with especially overproduction of mucus. And this will reduce the airflow, producing the characteristic wheezing sound of asthma. And most people with asthma have periodic wheezing attacks which last minutes to days. It can also be dangerous if the airflow becomes severely restricted, and death or fatality can occur. Far infrared is the one that I mentioned, reduces airway inflammation like bronchitis type of inflammation, therefore reducing shortness of breath, chest tightness, and coughing. Magnetic field treatment improves the blood circulation to the lungs, therefore transporting yet more oxygen to the lungs. And when we got breathing problems, oxygen is always lacking. And now we are improving oxygen transportation, circulation to transport oxygen to the lungs. That will make the lung cells healthier, and the breathing problem may be reduced as a consequence of the magnetic energy treatment. Electric energy treatment, on the other hand, enhances absorption of oxygen and nutrients from the transportation to the area of the lungs. Now the absorption part is being taken care of by the electric energy treatment. So you would notice that as you combine the energy treatments, the varieties, the synergy is better than the individual treatments themselves. So shortness of breath can be dramatically reduced. What about the thermoxybustion heat therapy that causes more blood flow in that local area of the lungs? As you put the area would be the upper back where the lungs are. Put the far infrared again, or the heat directly against the area, you'll find that the swelling can be reduced, and also the discomfort in the area. Whereas magnetic field would manage the overall stimulation and overproduction of mucus by those mucus-producing cells in the lungs. And the mode of action is by modulating these spiky electrical impulses that overstimulate the overstimulation of these mucocytes or mucus-producing cells. Now, electric energy treatment metabolizes and flushes out the toxins in the lungs. Once the toxins or the toxic burden is cleared, you'll find that the repair and recovery processes will be quite unimpeded. At the same time, those tightening up, the narrowing of the airways, causing the wheezing sound, all those will actually improve with the combination of energy treatments. Now, in certain cases, it's said here that asthma symptoms can be triggered by inhaled allergens, which are allergy producing substances such as pet tender, dust mites, cockroach allergens, molds, pollens, dirty air conditioner air. Anything can trigger off these asthmatic attacks, especially respiratory infections, exercises, cold air, cigarette smoke, other pollutants in the air. Stress can trigger off asthmatic attacks. Food and other type of drug allergies can also trigger it off. So avoidance of such allergy-producing substances will be, of course, the mainstay, but also strengthening your immune cells against such immune disorder as allergies. And that's exactly what magnetic field could do for us. strengthening the immune cells, modulating the intrinsic frequencies of these immune cells, so that allergic reactions are reduced because of this immune cell strengthening effect. Now, electric energy treatment does the biochemical pathway. More oxygen, more nutrients are absorbed into these immunocytes, more toxins are cleared, making them particularly strong against such allergy reactions. Asthma statistics. Asthma is found in 3 to 5% of adults as a starting point, but 7 to 10% of children. That means more children develop asthma first before adults would. And half of the people with asthma develop before age 10, and most develop before age 30. So it's really a young person's disease by comparison. Asthma symptoms can decrease over time, especially in children. Quite a common phrase that time heals. Time is not a doctor, time is not a medicine, time is not energy, time is not nutritional supplements. How can it heal? It's because of the acquisition of knowledge. As someone got a disease, whether it's the child or the parents, if the child got a disease, the parents become quite concerned and read up books on asthma, all the ways to improve asthma. They go into websites, they attend courses of asthma, and so over time they acquire a lot of knowledge. As here we are talking more about how asthma could be reduced in a natural fashion. And so this acquisition of knowledge means over time, asthma symptoms, when you apply the knowledge, asthma symptoms can be reduced. Many people with asthma have an individual or a family history of asthma or other allergies, such as hay fever or even the skin eczema. And others who have no history of allergies at all may also still contract this disease, asthma, but lesser. Expectations. There's no cure for asthma. Those symptoms sometimes decrease over time, as mentioned. With proper self-management and professional treatment, most people with asthma can lead normal lives. So this is the consolation. When you manage yourself well with natural energy medicine, with professional advice gained at the same time, this particular condition can be very well controlled. Thank you very much.